morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Kathy. I am a 4th year 5th grade teacher here in San Diego, California. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. It is Monday, November 6th. We just did the time change yesterday for fall back. It's affected our family just like a little bit, but hopefully by this week the girls will be like on schedule. This morning was a rough morning for me. Indy, I have 2 girls. One of them is almost 2 in December, and then my other daughter, Ollie, she is almost 9 months, but you guys know if you also have toddlers, they go through the terrible twos. And so Indy hasn't had like huge tantrums. Like, she has little tantrums, but she's only had 2 total giant, like big tantrums where she's like throwing herself on the floor, screaming uncontrollably and like crying and just like shaking. And this morning was one of them. She's getting to that stage where she like wants to dress herself. She wants to do everything independently. Like, if I put on a shirt for her and she doesn't want that shirt on, she's like yanking it off. She doesn't want it on. She's like adamant about getting something else on. So then we had like 2 outfit changes this morning. And then after that, she wanted to put on her pants, but she had one leg in, but it was the wrong leg. And so I ended up doing it for her, and that really upset her. But in the morning, it's just like, I don't have a ton of time to like sit there and be patient and let her put on her pants. Like, I love that she wants to, but I just had to get going. It was just one of those mornings. Comment down below what your guys' morning routine is if you have babies or kids, and tell me how. I mean, I just love my sleep. I don't prioritize my time as much as I should, but right now it's just like really hard for me to like balance everything. So yeah, any advice or tips would be really great. Also, I got this ginormous cold sore on my lip this weekend. I've always had cold sores like growing up. Like when I was in elementary school, I remember getting them constantly, and I would always have like medicated lip balm, or I would be putting on Carmex, whatever it was, and I haven't gotten one in a long time. So I don't know if it's like the weather change or what, but I have one. It hurts. Don't love this. Everyone else and their mom probably has a cold sore, because every store I went to, all of the Abreve, I think it's called, is like the cold sore spray, was legit gone. Today, Chelsea has one of her long observations, so I'm going to be looking at Amplify and looking at the rest of our week and what that's going to look like for us. And then we pretty much plan out math pretty fast because it's very straightforward. But CKLA or Amplify, we kind of have to skip some things. We have to differentiate. We have to supplement. So we always take our time looking at this, just to make sure. This morning I'm trying to get better about like getting my protein in, just because I am working out and just trying to gain all my muscle back that I lost. But yeah, I had 1 caramel premier protein shake in here, and then I put a little bit of cold brew coffee because I'm just not super hungry in the morning, but like I want to have something in my stomach, and it's not just straight coffee, it's a little mix. So I thought this would be okay to drink. I'm not in love with the order it goes in, because it assumes that all of our students are like on grade level. So 30 minutes of planning a surprise narrative, reading the astronaut story, and then also thinking about a time that they've been surprised. So this is kind of like the brainstorming part, and then it goes straight into like similes and metaphors, doing an activity page, doing some practice, writing their own. But I think this will be good since we introduced it on Friday, figure out if it's a simile or a metaphor. There's that. And then continuing on, it's giving us another lesson on similes and metaphors describing music. So there's like 3 to 4 activities in just one lesson that you're supposed to do. So that's why we go back in and like pick and choose which ones we want to focus on. Like we may want to focus on this, which is similes and metaphors, instead of trying to do this one, which is same thing except describing music. Before I get on with the rest of the day, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Parade. I have seriously been eyeing Parade for like a year now. Every time someone posts something about Parade, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would instantly just be so drawn in. I am a sucker for like comfy clothes, anything that's like cute and comfy that I can wear at home and feel good in. I'm like 100% on board. I can be the girl that sometimes just wears like baggy sweatpants, baggy shirts to sleep, but I love whenever I'm comfortable and I look really cute. So Parade does exactly that for me, and so I just love the brand. I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite things from Parade. They have a huge range of different things that just make you feel comfortable comfortable and beautiful in your own skin. So that's why I love Parade so much. Some of my favorite styles I'm going to show you guys here on the screen. They're so beautifully done. Some of my favorites are their high-waisted underwear, and this material that I'm showing you guys is a recycled material and it uses less water than any other type of material out there. I'm sharing this now because you guys know Black Friday's coming up, December's coming up. If you're looking for gifts for a special someone, or you just want to buy something for yourself and get a good deal on it, I'm going to share the Black Friday sale with you guys because it's honestly amazing. All underwear is going to be $6, bralettes are going to be $18, sleepwear is going to be $18, and their bodysuits are $24. I'm showing you guys on the screen some of my favorite pairs from them. I love their boxers, wearing them to sleep. They're also really flattering. And then some of their high-waisted underwear is some of my favorite ever. I've worked out in them. I've worn them just with jeans and they're so comfortable. They fit, they never slip down. So I appreciate a good underwear. I know it sounds crazy, but like the most simple of things that you have to wear every single day, you might as well invest in, and just, you really can't go wrong. So I'm gonna share with you guys my code. Starting on November 14th, you guys are gonna get the best deal with my code. So make sure to use the code down below if you're interested in purchasing anything from Parade or just trying it out. This is the best time to try it out. This is gonna be the best sale so far. Their lighting sale is gonna be 80% off, and then site-wide is 30% off. But if you guys use my code, which is gonna be the best deal so far, you get 40% off anything. And like I said earlier, the prices are unmatched. So if you wanna look at Parade, just browse, or you wanna start shopping for gifts while you can, check out the description down below for the link, and then also my code to get 40% off.
We work together.
It's the end of the day now. I am in my car already. To be honest, today was a pretty rough day. I feel like it started out okay, and then it truly felt like I was correcting behaviors 70% of my day, which doesn't always happen, but when it does, it is so draining. It's so frustrating as a teacher whenever you just feel like most of your day is behaviors, disrespect. And I feel like a lot of the kids now, not all students obviously, but there's just a lot of like reactiveness, and I don't know, it's just like my afternoons have become just so much more crazier. I feel like every year changes because obviously I'm growing as a teacher, I get different students, but every year it just seems to be something else. I don't know, it's just really frustrating. And it's just hard being a teacher in general. You get good days and then you have your bad days, but some days it's just like, how does a student talk to an adult that way and feel okay about it? A lot of it is environmental, but I'm sure a lot of it is environmental, and what happens at home, you know, reflects at what happens at school and how they treat others. It's important for teachers to model and show respect, but it's not really our job to teach it, if that makes sense. At least that's what I think. So I don't know. I hope your guys' day is going better. I'm not like super angry or frustrated. I'm just like, ugh, what a day. I'm headed to the gym though, so I can, you know, just release some of this energy out. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
There's a water bottle back here.
Can't stand this place no more, but I'm still here, don't know what for. You know that I've been waiting all night. I can't get used to letting you go. I hope you know that I don't wanna go nowhere, cause I need you in my life. Oh, I need you by my side, yeah. We can go somewhere to be alone on our own. If you want, I can show you just how much I need you in my life. Oh, I need you by my side, yeah. I need you in my life for one night, oh one night. I need you in my life for one night, just one night. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hey guys, it is now lunchtime. It is Tuesday. Yesterday I left school just kind of like not in the mood and kind of feeling like it was just getting too disrespectful, too lenient in here. So this morning my main goal was to have a discussion with them during morning meeting and just talk about how serious I am. I was very firm about what I wanted to see in the classroom, what I wanted to hear, and if that doesn't work out, then there are going to be consequences. I let them know their consequences. And today has been like a complete 360. So I'm very happy with today. It seems like we've got a lot of learning done. We went over and reviewed like decimals as fractions and how to look at them in money terms to just kind of get them thinking and relating it to that, since that's something that they have already learned in the past. I also made a new seating chart. That was also another one of my goals. Another one of my goals is pencils, which I haven't done yet, but I was gonna give every single person 1 to 2 brand new pencils and then write their names on it. And I gave every single person a pencil pouch already. They need to keep these 2, and if they don't, then they don't get to replace their pencil until the next exchange. So let me know if you guys do anything special for pencils. I've just been losing, my students lose a lot of their pencils, and I thought, okay, having a pencil pouch would help it out, but it has not. This morning I came in, my room was pretty dirty from the after school program. So that kind of like, I was like, okay, don't let this put me in a bad mood. I cleaned it up real quick, and then my students really got it together today, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, very impressed with today. I feel like I can think straight. I feel like I can actually teach. It's been good so far. But yeah, that's all for today right now. We are still working on our personal narrative, so whenever we come back from lunch recess, we always get mindfulness done. They either do some type of yoga or a Go Noodle video, and then we get straight into ELA. And I was saying yesterday that my afternoons have been a little bit more like crazy and just like lots of energy, so I'm hoping today it's going to be a little bit different, but you know, it could just last one day and then come right back. We'll see though. Anyways, I've been trying to meal prep and get my protein in, so I have my salmon today and rice with soy sauce. It's just very simple. I like how it tastes. I feel like it's pretty nutritious. All right, that's all for now. I put my hair half up, half down in a little bun. Today I'm just wearing my black jumpsuit. I got this from Target years ago, or I thrifted it, I think. And then I'm just wearing like a little blue and white striped long sleeve because it is getting a little bit more chilly, like 70 degrees chilly, not bad at all, which is, I know, it's super nice. It is now the end of the day, and I feel like I haven't said this in a long time, but it was actually a good day. I think refreshing their table seats and changing it up and just getting them with new people and like a fresh start really helped them to just be motivated again. And I know like sometimes I just get stuck with the same people, the same thing, the same routine. So I like to change things up. So like seating chart is good. And then they got to pick out their own table names again. And they always love competing for table points. So I like doing that in my classroom still. At the very end of the day, I got 2 pencils for each student, wrote their names on those pencils, put it in their pencil pouches. And I said, if you lose these 2, that you don't get any more, you have to come up with your own pencil somehow. So hopefully that works. But yeah, I feel so clear-minded today. I feel like I can think. I don't feel as frustrated. I feel like I actually got to teach today. And like, oh, I wish that was every day. I know that's just not the case, but like, wow, I can't believe we got a lot of learning done today. I'm just finishing up my PowerPoint for the day, for tomorrow, and then we're on our way. Here are the table names that the table groups came up with. I like letting them choose their table names so that they're more excited. They get like some creativity with it, and then they love, obviously, when I'm like, Munch, you get a point. Spooderman, you get a point. Ice Spice, blah, blah, blah. This apparently is like some anime character that I cannot pronounce for the life of me, but yeah, it just motivates them. guys, happy Wednesday. Just spent a few minutes picking up my room. Like, I know it's not that much and I know it's not that big of a deal, but whenever it's every single day, it is. And it's just frustrating because I feel like if you're using someone's classroom, you should double check before you leave. I mean, granted, it's like a few pencils, a water bottle, some wrappers. One, then my students lose their things, or two, things are out of place and then I have to put them back. For example, like this morning I come in and like my charger's not plugged in for my computer, which once again, not that big of a deal. Like if my computer's dead, it's not really helpful for me. I think today's gonna be a good day. The new team spots, new table points, working great. You can tell by my hair that is the end of the day. It was a pretty good day, you guys. Another good day in the books. I also had to give them just a quick little reminder in the morning about being respectful, what that looks like, what it sounds like, just a quick little overview during our morning meeting just to kind of have it fresh in their minds to start the day. But then at the end of the day, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the little white block on my shirt now so I don't have to cover it up. But at the end of the day, I got this from my team teacher. She did this activity where you fold a piece of construction paper and then you trace your name on the folded line, and then you cut out, you make a little outline around your letters. It actually looks like a little skeleton head, and then like Q-tips to do the arms and the legs and stuff. Because we didn't want to make it like Halloween themed, I thought like these could be alternative just art projects. So these are names horizontally that they cut out, and I'm gonna hang them up like this, and they're kind of gonna be like abstract art. They could also kind of be qualified as snowflakes in a way. So I have a bunch of these. I thought this was a cute idea. I had to help them outline their letters, but otherwise it turned out really cute. We are going to have our synergy circle here in a minute, and then we're going to have some PD. Guys, I'm to that point, I do this every single year, but I'm to that point where I don't love how my hair looks. I don't love how it feels. I don't love styling it. I just feel like it's limp and boring, and I'm like in the mood to cut my hair again. And obviously my bestie girl Madison just cut her hair and I love it. I miss the short hair so much, but now I'm like in the mood to cut my hair, so I might do that this weekend just to like, I always feel new and fresh when I cut my hair, and it just makes me feel so much better. Like I curled it this morning to make myself feel better about my hair, but then honestly I just wasn't loving it. And because I'm having like all this hair loss anyways, it's just so much easier to have it cut and like get my volume back. Comment down below if you've been here since I've had all of my like short haircuts. I think I have short hair every year. This is probably the longest I have let it grow out in a long time, like after pregnancy. Let me know down below. I'm just curious if you prefer my hair long like this or like medium length, or do you prefer it short, like this short? Because I do miss it. Good morning, happy Thursday, guys. Really it's happy Friday because tomorrow is Veterans Day, so we have off. Happy Veterans Day. I'm so excited. It's Friday basically, and so Fridays are always like my favorite days. It's just like the downhill of it all. It's a lot happier, a lot brighter, and just more relaxing. Anyways, I'm still giving out my pencils for students that were absent. Usually for Fridays, after their morning work that they do, the 4 questions that they get done, they are allowed to do tech time on their computer only on Fridays. I just wanted more structure this year. So usually last year I would say, okay, iReady or iExcel right when you come in, but I love that they know that they have to do their morning work before they get to do their tech time. I don't like it every single day now. It's just, I feel like it just starts the day off with a little more chaos. And anyways, the kids are at library now, and I'm gonna go plan with Chelsea really quickly. Grades are coming out soon. That means parent-teacher conferences are coming out soon. We have Thanksgiving break, and usually we have conferences the week before break, but this year is different. We're gonna have conferences the week after we come back from break, which kind of a love-hate scenario right now for me. I don't really mind it, but it's also probably gonna suck whenever that time comes. So my students are finishing up their personal narratives. Most of them are typing them now, so I'm really happy about that. So I can actually start grading and reading them and just providing any feedback, because then I usually have my students read their papers to their families whenever they come for conferences, and our school does student-led conferences too. And we just had PD on it yesterday, so the main thing that they want out of these conferences are students will greet the teacher and the parent, and then they will show their parents like a showcase depending on what things they choose, talking about successes, quizzes, tests, things that they're growing in. So let me know down below, do you guys usually have parent-teacher conferences or is it student-led? If you're new here, we are a Lighthouse school. We're a Leader in Me school, so it's mandatory that our students are leading their own conferences. It's not really a choice. That's what's going on. So I've got grades to do pretty soon. We've got student conferences that we need to think about. I booked my hair appointment. I'm gonna get it cut off, I think like to this length, just so it's not like a drastic difference. Brandon and I have a date day on Saturday. We got a babysitter. We're gonna plan like a little activity day, and yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. Let me know what you guys are doing for your weekend. We usually don't plan anything until last minute, so I never have like plans set in stone, but yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Chelsea now. I don't even know what I vlogged today. I feel like I barely even vlogged this morning, but anyways, just want to update you guys because I posted on Instagram that anytime I wear my hair just like different, I mean, I get it. My hair is messy when I do wear it up. It just looks different, and every single time, this is the question they ask me. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? That is how they approach me when my hair is messy or different or up. And I'm like, guys, imagine someone just says that to you because your hair looks different. I'm just like, man, things that they say. Instead of reacting, I was like, okay, how can we say this differently so that it doesn't come off hurtful? I mentioned to them, I was like, okay, I noticed that you think my hair looks different. So how about, hey, Miss Kellogg, your hair looks different, you know? But I don't know, sometimes I think they just do it to like be funny, and it's just not the way to go. So anyways, today was a pretty good day. It's Friday, it's the end of the day. I'm actually waiting for Chelsea because we're gonna get a few things done right after school. We both of our babies are in daycare and we don't need to pick them up right away. So we usually like take, even though it's a Friday, we're gonna take the time to like make copies for the week just because sometimes we just run out of time during plan time. Today we went over decimals again. The students are finally getting it. I'm just taking it slow. In iReady, they actually bring up like a review session for decimals just because it is a little bit harder. So they actually put in a 4th grade lesson that they did last year and kind of refresh them because it is just a fraction. We also use like a place value chart. So then whenever they see a decimal, they just fill in the blanks like on a sheet that they can use with Expo marker. And then we are finishing up our personal narrative. So that's getting better. I just got my staff ID back and it's not bad. I would say this is probably the best picture I've taken in all of my 4 years. I feel like I haven't filmed like a long week in my life in a long time. My week in the life vlogs have been like 15 minutes-ish, and I miss doing the really long vlogs, but I have just been so much busier. I feel like I said this before, I think in the beginning of the vlog, but I was saying how it feels like every single year you have something that you're more focused on that takes up more of your time. And this year it's like grades and just other aspects. It all depends too on your team teacher and like your partner, because my partners in the past have always like been like my second mom, where they're like making sure I'm okay. They get copies ready for me most of the time, and we do a quick plan sesh. But this time around, like we're both taking on like half and half of our plan. We both make the copies. The first few years I definitely have been spoiled with my team teachers and like how they are so over prepared and they always make copies for me. Oh gosh, like I forgot I have to make copies by myself sometimes. I know some teachers like have team teachers, I know some don't. How do you guys collaborate? Do you guys plan everything the same and you guys make copies? You guys take turns making copies, or maybe some people do by subject, or you're assigned to a certain subject? Just preparing for conferences, getting my Sign Up Genius ready. I know a lot of teachers use Sign Up Genius to prepare and sign up for conferences. It's like the easiest thing to do, and parents just get a link and then sign up. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog off here, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. Check out Parade down below in the description box if you want to treat yourself or treat some friends, moms, sisters, aunts, whatever. You won't regret it. And yeah, I'll have everything linked down below, but otherwise I will see you all next week for a new vlog. Love you guys.